Jay, our long-awaited national nightmare is over. The Cavaliers have made a move this summer. They traded Dennis Schroder to the Charlotte Hornets for Tre Mann. They shed about $8 million in salary cap, which may allow them to make some other moves moving forward. But Jason, when you heard the news that Tre Mann is the newest Cavalier, Dennis Schroder on his way to Charlotte, did you think this was a move to particularly acquire Tre Mann, a salary dump move, or the first in a domino of moves for the Cavs to hopefully end up with a player better than both Dennis Schroder and Tre Mann?
Yeah, it's a dump. It's a money dump to there. I think now 30 million, maybe a little over 30 million under the apron. It's a move to set up a move. I don't think anybody's doing backflips over Tre Mann. Nice young player. I think he's 25. He's got some shot creation ability to him, but that's not, he's not going to fill an active role on this team. This is a bigger move, hopefully, possibly, to go get Jonathan Kuminga or Peyton or someone like that. So we'll wait and see what's still to come. It's odd that it's August 17th now, and there's this much uncertainty still around the final roster and what it's going to look like. It's been an unusual summer, certainly for the Cavs.
Man, your biggest move for the organization can't be Donovan Mitchell's wedding. That can't be it, bro. And if you Donovan Mitchell, you like, dang, bro, I might as well just go ahead. Like Donovan Mitchell basically said, I'm going on my honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but I mean, this obviously is not the move. This ain't the play. They got to get something different. And Kuminga or Peyton is like, okay, cool. I get it. But, it's just it's a little demoralizing because it's just difficult to see all of these other, these chess moves being made on the board around your head. And you like, okay, we was in conference finals, but now these other moves is just, these ain't regular moves, Jay. These other people made seismic moves that changed the gravitas of what the league was. And it's just like it was the sweep happens, then the highs of thinking you getting LeBron, then that don't happen. And then it's August, it's September. Y'all about to start playing games in a second. The draft didn't happen, everything. And you still talking about these Minimowski moves. It's just, it's I don't know. It's a gut punch a little bit to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, this definitely isn't it, 100%. The Cavs had a chance to win the offseason, and that's saying something because a lot of teams made some really nice moves this offseason, particularly in the East. The East is better.
Yeah.
The East is deep now.
For sure.
Last year we laughed at it and said, well, just even if you get out of the East, that doesn't mean much when there's 4 teams in the West that could win it. And how'd that work out for us? The Knicks ended up winning everything, and no one even thought they were the class of the East. So it goes to show you, that the experts can collectively be wrong, but this isn't going to move the needle. And I think what we're in now, Jay, and I'm curious to get your thoughts on this. They had the golden football in their hand, and they dropped it, and it broke, and they fumbled it. And now we saw what the NBA thinks of the Cavaliers and their chances this year. They're not in the prime windows. You're going to start the season with a gauntlet of 10 games that good luck if you can win 4 of them. By the way, we're going to rub salt in your wound. We're going to send you to Philly so you can see what the Sixers look like
That's
with
crazy.
LeBron James.
That's crazy.
The prime windows, Christmas Day, and, that's fine, whatever. They're not playing. But usually when you make a conference finals, your schedule is all A-plus games.
Yeah.
And the league is telling us what we and everybody else seem to think. Yeah, you get your time, your window was closed. You had an opportunity. You fumbled it. And I think down the road, we will look back on missing out on LeBron James as missing out on our chance to win a second championship. And now, if you're the GM, I can imagine Colby's sitting there going, "Oh my God, I gotta pull out a rabbit, and I don't even have a hat." What can he do to make up for it? Well, he dumped $8 million there.
Yeah.
I think that Strus is probably on the move as well. That would give him some capital to go out and make a move, but he missed the move. And ultimately, I think that might be his career-ending injury here.
Well, we'll see. You're right. The East is certainly a lot better than what it appeared to be last year. You talk about, and the Kawhi deal isn't even done yet. If Kawhi lands in Toronto, there's another power move going to the East. So the competition's a lot stiffer. Indiana's going to be better. Obviously, the Knicks, the Celtics are going to be just fine. The LeBron thing, I see both sides of it, that they were in it and he didn't pick them. And could they, it goes back to the Jaylen Brown move. Should they have made the Jaylen Brown move? And,
That's it.
we may
If
never
they
get
had,
the answer.
we're Philly.
Maybe, yeah.
But the problem is the Cavs, you was half stepping. When you traded Darius Garland, that was an admission that your core was not what it was supposed to be. You missed. He was at a max deal, and Darius Garland was not good enough to get you where you went. You made the deal. Then it seemed like they got comfortable and said, okay, well, let's continue to triple, double, quadruple down on Evan Mobley. The fact that they see Evan Mobley as an untradeable unicorn is crazy work. Like, at the end of the day, the reason why they did not get LeBron James is because they were unwilling to move Evan Mobley for whatever pieces or parts that could have got them better. And the only way they're getting out of it is they have to now hope, pray, go to church service. I don't know what they got to do, and hope that he turns into the next coming of, I don't know, Giannis and KD mixed up or something. Other than that, it's a wrap. There's nothing in the Eastern Conference that they... And then two, let's be clear, they didn't really make no crazy moves when they had the top of the they win the most games in the Eastern Conference, and this was a couple years ago where they had the number 1 record. Then you lose to the Pacers. You didn't make moves after that, right? It's just they have never been willing to go all the way in, and they hedge their bets a little bit on things and it just.
What's funny is their moniker used to be all in. Now it's run it back.
They love it.
That's what we've become. And I don't think
it.
it would have even taken Evan Mobley to get Brown. I don't feel, when you look at what Philly had to give up, and imagine if you get Brown and you get LeBron, now you're Philly, except you have Mobley and Mitchell and Harden, and now all of a sudden you're like, okay, that's a team that can win the championship.
Yeah, if it's not Mobley, what are you giving up? Because they don't have.
I don't know, but I don't think you had to give up Mobley. What did Boston get for him? They didn't get an Evan Mobley quality player.
An expiring contract or a shorter contract, but draft capital.
They got 2 firsts.
That's fine, but
The Cavs don't have any firsts.
Even if you give up, I don't think you have to give them Allen and Strus.
That's not getting it done.
Yeah,
Why not?
That's not getting it done. Because they would take the Boston deal. First round picks are gold.
Did they try?
Yeah, but late first round picks.
See, that's the thing.
I don't know.
Like
late first round picks, you don't know.
If I'm the Cavs, I would at least had to have some stuff that said I tried it.
I don't think they even tried it.
I don't think that they even explored it.
To me, it feels like LeBron was telling Cleveland, "Yeah, I want to come here. I'm gonna give you guys are getting the only face to face." They had an opportunity and they dropped it.
And so here's the thing. What was the game when they in that meeting? I need to figure out what was the game plan that they pitched him.
I would love to hear it. We'll probably find out at some point.
What was the pitch? Like, I mean, because to be honest with you,
I think the pitch was we're running it back, but adding you. And he said that's not enough.
On the Tre Mann deal, real quick.
As we
no, just
from LeBron to Tre Mann.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know what the pitch was. They did make the deal for Tre Mann. This is certainly not a move that is going to move the needle by itself. It did open up some more cap space to help them make a move for Peyton Watson or Jonathan Kuminga a little easier. I don't think they're done. I think this is the first in a domino of a couple moves that will allow them to acquire a real wing. Tre Mann does not fit the need of the roster. He does not solve any issues of the roster, if anything. And Tre Mann's a talented young player. He does exactly what Malik Thomas does. And I don't think they brought him in to now block Malik Thomas from potentially getting minutes in the regular season. So I would not anticipate any big-time role, if any role at all, for Tre Mann on the Cavs in 2026, 2027. But I do think this was the first move in a progression of moves.
Give me an example of something they can do if they move Strus, get some extra money. Is it Kuminga's nice piece, but like no one's going to come out of that saying, "Oh, Cavs won the offseason." Like what?
No,
what realistically can be done?
There's no major move out there.
No, it's out. It's done.
I mean, Peyton Watson and the contract he's going to get is a big move. It's not a major move. Kuminga's in the same. It's a big move, but it's not a major move.
Nice.
It helps you. It makes you better.
Minimal.
It does not change your ceiling.
Yeah.
And those moves ceiling-changing moves. I don't see any left on the board, but I also didn't see a Donovan Mitchell for Lauri Markkanen and pieces trade, which didn't happen until September before it actually happens.
No,
Never
that's
say
true.
never,
I'm gonna tell you
but
this.
I don't see the path.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, McNuggets. I don't even want to hear it. I'm going right into this mode. Y'all could be mad at me all you want to. There's no reason Malik Thomas needs to be nowhere near a G anything. I'm giving who's ever minutes away. I do not care. Don't be talking about he got to develop. No, you ain't got nobody. You didn't get nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's coming. So don't you sell me on why you got to pump the brakes and no.
No, but G, I agree with you. I understand what you're saying.
Pull him up and shoot 100 times.
But also, when you're in that mode, you're not in championship mode.
Hey, I'm going to...
But I see what you're saying.
But I feel like they ain't in championship mode now.
They're not.
So,
No, they're not.
So give me
Well, I
something.
think they are. You have to
think they
operate
are.
as if you are.
Hey, well, listen.
If they were, to me, that would have been like going out and get LeBron.
So my thing
To
is...
me, they're going to be a playoff team. They'll be okay, but they're not a championship.
You can't say, okay, we gonna stand pat, but not go get nobody. But then when you got young dudes that might give you some upside, the only way out of this is if you get somebody you didn't expect to get. The Jokic moves, the moves where you like, how the heck did Giannis fall out of the first round, or how is Draymond Green falling? Like, they don't have no time to be sitting here like trying to be like, okay, well, we're gonna play. Well, you already got rid of what's his name? Strus looks like he's gone. You already got rid of. They just traded what's his name? Schroder. They got rid of him. If it's between Tre Mann and I don't know and Porter Jr., nah, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
No, just let him come in and play.